Chris, as we get deeper into spring practice, your thoughts about this team as you look on both sides of the football, what do you think is important? Where do you think the priorities are? What do you want to see cleaned up? Not that we're going to know that, but what areas do you think are getting more attention than others?
I would definitely, before I jump straight into that, the other player that James was missing that was going to be out for the entirety of spring was Kevin Knowles. And then we had, I just had it a second ago, and who's going to be like very limited in spring is defensive tackle transfer Braden Fisk. Defensive end Jaden Jones will also be limited in the spring. So that was the other defensive um, end or interior that you were talking about. But to be completely honest, I want to see wide receivers clean up drop balls. I think we did much better last year than we did the year before, obviously, with bringing in who we did. But I still think Johnny Wilson, working on his craft, really needs to work on making easy catches catchable because he makes hard ones look very easy and easy ones look very hard. So I would like to see the wide receiver group really work on fundamentals as far as getting that cleaned up. They run clean routes. There's not a lot to gripe about as far as the wide receiver group goes. If I was to say on the other side of the ball, what I would like to see worked on the most would be the interior defensive line. When Fabian Lovett's not in, that we still get pressure on the quarterback uh, and also run stopping because when Fabo was out, we allowed, I think it was 640 some odd yards more um, than when he was in. So it was a huge drop off when Fabian Lovett was out due to injury versus what it was, say, even a year ago. Because Coop did okay, but I want to see like the Malcolm Ray who unfortunately can't compete. But there's some guys that are in there like Toa Fossey. There's some other guys that could step up. Jackson could step up. I want to see someone, it not to be such a huge fall off for us to get pressure on a quarterback and also run stop if Fabian for some reason needs to be out, even if it's for a breather. And then the other thing that everybody keeps asking me as far as my show goes is who do I think is going to be the actual backup quarterback. It's only been 2 days of spring practice, but I think it stays the same. I think it's Jordan Travis. Then you go to Tate Rodemaker, and then it's AJ Duffy, and then you have the newcomer that just came in, Brock Glenn. So I think it stays the same. I don't think much changes. They've done a lot during the tour of duty as far as cleaning these things up. So it's hard for me to say that that's what they still need to clean up because I think they worked very well with Johnny Wilson on his hands. I just want to see that turn over into the football field.